Hi families, this is Mrs. Herbal back with those tips and tricks video that I promised you. And we're going to go over some of those areas that the kids might need help with after the pandemic. The first thing I want to talk about is fine motor, all those small muscle movements. We're going to start off with scissor grip. Okay, so here's your scissors. We always tell the kids it's kind of like a little alligator. This is his eye, this is his body, and that's his mouth. For the first time in a long time, I see the hedge clipper cutters, and we got to get over that. So, all right, so they put their thumb through the eyeball. They love that. And then all their other fingers, yes, all of their other fingers go in the bottom. So, and then I always draw a little smiley face at the top of their scissors because the smile should be looking at you. If it's not looking at you, you have it upside down. So their hand holds whatever it is they're cutting, and then they open and shut, open and shut. That's the way to cut, cut, cut. And there's lots of practice pages online that you can print out, like zigzags and curly cues and stuff. But the best thing that I found for cutting is to get a toy book, you know, from Walmart or Target this time of the year, or even the food circular from the grocery store. So the kids love to cut out pictures. So this time of the year, you could get the toys and then have them write to Santa if you do that, or even write to Grandma, because grandmas are better than Santa sometimes. But cut out lots of pictures. They love that. And then the food circular, you know, you could cut them out, glue them on a piece of paper with a price tag, give them a pocket full of change, and they can play store. So they can get 2 activities with that. But yeah, thumb in the circle, the rest of the fingers at the bottom, make a smiley face on top, and cut, cut, cut. Practice, 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 practice. Okay? So that's scissor grip. The next thing is pencil grip. The best trick that I found for pencil grip is to get a pom-pom or a cotton ball or something soft that they can hold in their hand. And it has to be holding it softly, because when you do, you naturally have a pencil grip that you can just slide in there. You see that? Yeah. So there you go. So if they're holding on to something in there, not squeezing it, just holding it softly, then slide their pencil in as a pencil grip. Perfect. And yes, you do need to correct it. It's not cute, and they won't grow out of it. It's a muscle, so you have to correct it. I'm sorry, but you just have to. So there you go. That's the proper holding. Okay, do you see that? The other thing is the Band-Aid trick, and I forgot my Band-Aid, but we can work through it together. The Band-Aid trick is just to simply take a Band-Aid and tape these 2 fingers together. I know it sounds barbaric, but kids love Band-Aids. And if you use a fun character, it'll be even better. But you wrap these 2 fingers together so that they are in that same grip so they can practice. Okay? So holding their pencil. So Band-Aid trick, pom-pom trick. But honestly, it's mostly practice. And to practice, they could either do a journal, or even a sketchbook. If they don't want to write yet, at least let them draw, because any of that practice is really good. The other thing is path of movement. The way in which they form letters does matter. So ask your teacher for a path of movement for the letters. But honestly, when you get those little workbooks at Dollar Tree or anywhere, they usually show the arrows, you know, the way in which letters are formed. That is super important, we're finding out. So you don't want to let the kids just form letters willy-nilly. There's a actual path of movement that they should follow. So that reminds me to give my parents a copy of that for parent-teacher conferences. But also ask your teacher for a path of movement for the letters. All right, so scissor grip, pencil grip. The next thing is drawing. There's a guy and his son on YouTube that has all these cool how-to videos. The kids really love him. It's like how to draw monsters, how to draw unicorns. You just follow along with him and his son, and sometimes his daughter. And it's Art for Kids Hub on YouTube. And the guy's really cool. And it's good for 2 reasons. It's good for the fine motor, those small muscle movements, but it's good for following directions and perseverance, because sometimes his son doesn't do it perfectly, and your child's not going to do it perfectly, but they'll learn how to work through that. And the guy's really kind and fun, so it's done in a really good way. So Art for Kids Hub on YouTube. Definitely want to practice drawing, and the kids love that. The next thing is just practice. It doesn't have to be paper pencil. It could be beading necklaces and bracelets. It could be Legos. Any of those small muscle movements are going to be good practice. Okay, so that's really what it comes down to. It's practice, practice, practice. I was going to include reversals in this video, but honestly, that's such a big topic that I probably need a whole video on just that. So we'll do that next time. I hope this helps you. Thank you.